Gav, a couple of impressive winners tonight. Ideal for Real, firstly. What did you make of him?
Yeah, no, very good. Had a good run in transit, but did the job in good style, I thought.
Finished the race off really nicely and looks as though is one that's suited for Menangle.
Yeah, true. He's, I don't know, I think he's a veteran of 6-7 starts, so doesn't know a great deal about it. Not the complete racehorse yet, but I'm sure of one thing that, this track will be no hindrance to him.
Didn't have much luck in the Victoria Derby.
No, I sort of slow off the arm and back in the ruck, and then a couple of horses locked wheels along the back the last time, and I was behind it, so got put out of business, but he still hit the line fairly powerfully.
So with his lack of gate speed, is that going to be a problem for the Derby?
I've found in the past, and tonight was no different. For some reason or other, the score-ups here are a bit different to back home, and he held up pretty well tonight from a middle road draw. So I'm fairly confident that after to experience it tonight and again next week, if he let's say he drew 2 or 3 or something, I'm sure that he could settle in the first few.
You've driven some very nice Victorian 3-year-olds here at Menangle in feature races. How does he compare with horses like Guaranteed? Where do we put him?
Well, yeah, that's a big call. Because like I say, this little guy hasn't had the experience yet, but there's no doubting his ability. And but yeah, I wouldn't be comparing him at this stage.
What about Delight Me? What did you make of her?
She's a great filly, Delight Me. Her record says that, and got a little bit untidy at the finish. Whether she was just out on her own and not concentrating, I'm not sure. But she gets the job done. She's perfect to drive. I didn't use her off the gate tonight, but if she happens to draw well, in the final, she's a horse that can get off the arm pretty good. So, whatever way I have to drive her, she's good enough to do it most times.
So is that the biggest plus with her, versatility? It doesn't matter really what happens to her with the barrier draws?
Oh, well, it's always good to draw well, yes, but it's not imperative on this track. And like I say, given there's 4 heats tonight, you're going to run 1, 2 and a couple of thirds are going to get thrown in. So to make the final, you have had to be a worthy contender tonight. So, it's thrown up probably a pretty level race maybe, but I wouldn't swap her.
Love List, what did you make of her? She was really tough.
Hadn't had a run for a while. Probably she just got beat for second tonight, close to the line, and will benefit from the run, I'm sure. So she's a nice filly. She's had her problems, hence her form being up and down a little bit in the past. But when she's on song, she's a nice filly.
Bowtide drew 5 tonight in the Inter-Dominion next week. Lenny the Shark's drawn 1. Can they beat Bowtide? Is it game over a week out?
Never game over in a race like that, but from what I saw going through the heats, it's his to lose.